Thank you. You sit. Sit down.
Hello, Sheena. I'm well. My name is Biniam. Hi, pups. I see you. I see you. Thank you.
You're going to daycare so you can stop being so crazy.
Shana, just a quick update on the way out. In my Uber, I do something a little unusual. I get my riders to sing me opera while we drive. So, I'm kidding. I don't do any such thing.
I've never sang before.
No, I do a live stream, so just watch what you share with me and so on.
Okay.
Hi. What's your pup's name, by the way?
Nova.
Nova. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you dye her hair like that? No. I've never heard of. Actually, no. I've seen poodles get dyed. So yeah.
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 No, not her.
She's all natural. Oh my. Is she young? Is she young as well?
She's just over a year.
A year. Okay.
She's basically a toddler.
And you got her when she was smaller, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 months.
What kind of pup is she?
An Australian Shepherd.
Oh, okay. Oh my. So much to see, smell.
It's only her second day at daycare, so she's
Getting used to the new dynamic.
she's very good with people and dogs, but she still gets like super scared.
Oh, I see. Like, especially around unfamiliarity.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And all the dogs barking make her nervous.
Ah. So she's getting used to some new things.
Yeah.
What's it like for you sending her to daycare?
But I work there, so it'll
Oh, you do? Oh, okay, okay.
It won't be too scary. Yes.
Just in a matter of time.
Yeah, I'd like to pursue.
A rescue cat means one who's already like some years old, but just needs a new home.
Yeah. Just needs some love.
Mm-hmm. And patience.
Yeah. I'm very patient.
Yeah.
People not so much.
Gotcha. I wonder what goes into the patience one has for animals. Is it like, yeah.
I don't really know. I just maybe the fact that they don't talk back. She's probably the most annoying thing in my life, but she can never.
No, you mean Nova?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Because you make allowance for it, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's your nature, you're a pup, okay.
She's still a puppy.
Yeah.
You're allowed to make a mess and steal things.
So being a cat person, why do you work at a dog place?
Just because since I was grooming, I'm so familiar with dog behaviors
Oh, I
that
see.
it's just a lot easier for me. There's not like a lot of jobs where you have to work with cats.
Yeah. Yeah. What's like the stressful part about that job?
When you have a react,
How do you sort of engage physically? How do you sort of engage physically? When they're bigger than you even.
you just gotta learn to lift a 200-pound dog.
Oh my goodness. Did they get that big?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My sister has a dog and he's a miniature horse.
Oh wow.
He's probably 5 times the size of this one.
What kind of dog is he?
He is a Pyrenees and a Bernese Mountain Dog.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's a big boy.
Yeah. Just this morning I was talking about the Mastiffs.
I love Mastiffs.
Have you ever met one?
A few, yeah.
A few. Do we have them here in the city?
Yep.
Those are the really, really, really big ones.
Yeah.
And they're
not super common, but
Yeah.
you see them all the time.
and they're expensive too, I hear.
They're very expensive. And they're a lot of maintenance.
Yeah. In what way?
They're super stubborn.
Okay.
So I had one that I groomed all the time.
He sounds like a suck up though.
Very much.
Oh yeah,
Some of them are very, very
aggressive.
sweet.
Oh yeah.
Some of them are really just, yeah. But it just depends on how you treat them. Some people just get dogs and they don't know what they're doing. Got lucky with you. Very smart. Stubborn but smart.
He's playful as well too. I have 3 kids. My youngest was fearless around dogs, and this is maybe about 5 years ago now. But the place where I was staying, they had 2 beautiful dogs. I forgot what they were, but 2 beautiful, kind of like yours actually. And so she was very curiously watching the male dog eating. She came close to see all the close-ups, and he kind of got freaked out, and he snapped at her. It was a little concerning because there was blood coming out of her eye. So like the way he bit her, he kind of bit like this. So he tore one of the tear ducts in her eye and the blood, and punctured like through her cheek. It was alarming for sure, but like we were like, we'll figure this out kind of thing, right? Anyway, needless to say, she is a lot more trepidatious around puppies now. Very much so. She is. And she has this, her fear is definitely evident. She's very cautious when she approaches them now.
Yeah, that's why I like working with dogs, because I know their body language. Like, as simple as like, as them licking their lips means they're uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I see them lick their lips or put their ear back,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah.
It's hard to learn, especially like a kid doesn't know.
Yeah. For sure.
And they're wild animals, so anything can set them off out of nowhere. Luckily, she hasn't even attempted to bite anybody
Yeah.
or anything yet,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
could happen.
Yeah. Does she like off-leash parks?
She does, but since she went into her first heat,
Yeah.
and we were told not to spay her until before the second one, like
Okay.
right before,
Yeah.
so she's been becoming weird with puppies.
Yeah.
But only if they yell at her. Like if they get scared and they start to scream, she gets scared and she starts to fight.
Oh, I see.
But only ever puppies. She will never like actually. She might, but she hasn't bitten one yet.
Yeah.
She just like snarls at them
Yeah.
and just doesn't know what to do. So
Gotcha.
I think daycare is better until we get that under control,
Mm-hmm.
or until she gets speed at least.
Yeah.
'Cause, again, anything can set them off. We don't want any accidents, especially when little.
Sure enough.
But for the most part, she loves to go play. She doesn't get in fights. If the dog gets mad at her, she'll just run back to us. But she's also got a lot of energy, so she plays pretty rough. But she could be getting attacked by dogs, and she just think it's playtime. So she's still learning that some dogs don't like her.
I see.
And that's okay. Don't need to play with them.
So, I was at my close friends and I, a few years back, we went on this retreat out to BC, and one morning at the breakfast table, I just had this random thought that I just voiced. I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad I'm not a cow in North America, because they get eaten. I'd rather be a cow in India. Yeah. And then my follow-up thought was, and I'd rather be a dog in North America, because here they're just loved. They're like lavished on, right? As opposed to other parts of the world where they're just kind of neglected. And,
Yeah. A lot of homeless dogs.
yeah.
Some countries eat dogs.
I heard that too. And then I was with another guy a few weeks back. He and his dog were going in for surgery, and for the dog surgery. And he was telling me that it was a rescue from one of the Aboriginal communities in Saskatchewan. And veterinarian he was talking to, they go and do like these day long. They just go out there and spay and neuter all day basically because they just reproduce like crazy out there, and there's just a lot that are intended to, and so to try and quell those numbers, they try to do what they can. But I was thinking, wow, this is crazy, you know, like the whole world I was unfamiliar with this way.
Where I'm from, we call them res dogs because they're from the reservations, and they just, it gets so bad because they don't have homes, and so they live wild, and they reproduce like crazy, so there's hundreds of them, and they just attack people.
Oh,
they
really?
Don't kill people, they don't
Sure.
kill them.
Yeah.
So they'll take them, they'll go grab them and spay and neuter them, and then drop them back off.
When did you move down here?
Almost 3 years ago.
And did you come by yourself or with your boyfriend? Okay. And you met your boyfriend here.
Yes.
Cool. And he's a compelling reason for why you stay here still.
Sorry?
He's a compelling reason for you still being here.
Yeah, I also just, I like living in a bigger city.
Do you? Me too. I figured that out too.
Especially it gets weird when you know everybody
Back
in a small
home.
town.
Yeah. I've known that for a long time myself too. So this is like my first city proper in Canada. Yeah. I grew up in BC though. Just below you guys.
I love this. I don't think I'd ever move there.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was rich.
Yeah.
Expensive.
It's nice that we have Calgary though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's decent but also accessible, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful for us being here.
Another reason I wouldn't move home is it's super expensive. Up in the Yukon.
Are you serious? Oh, you mean just cost of living?
Yeah, groceries, everything. It's like a house is like a 2-bedroom house in a backyard. It's
Yeah.
probably like $800,000. It's like
Wow.
you can rent like a 1-bedroom apartment the size of like a bedroom for $3,000. It's
Why
crazy.
so expensive?
It's always been a little bit higher than other places just because it's so up north, but recently it's not
Worse.
crazy. There's
Really?
all of the indigenous communities.
Yeah.
A jug of milk is $30.
Seriously?
It's
Whoa.
insane.
That is so bizarre.
Of course, the government gives them funding.
Right.
obviously, 'cause
Right.
they're pretty poor.
I know, yeah, but wow. That is. I've never heard of that.
Like communities close to like Alaska or
Yeah.
way up close to the Arctic or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's insane.
Wow. What do you miss from the Yukon?
Scenery.
The scenery.
It's beautiful. It's kind of like BC.
Yeah.
Honestly. Just
Yeah.
a lot more mountains. 'Cause where I'm from, it's the capital or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's
and
in,
Whitehorse.
yes. So it's kind of in a valley. So it's surrounded by mountains.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's you. And you missed Northern Lights? Did you see Northern Lights up there?
Quite often.
Quite often, but-
I didn't usually go up to see them. So
Okay.
close to them, but now I miss them because I didn't take advantage of them. So
I
now when
get
I
it.
see them here, I'm like, oh my god.
Hi, puppy. I see you.
Distracted.
I see you. I used to be a bus driver, so
Oh, okay.
I know what it's like keeping an eye on what's going on behind me. Well, you can see the mountains so beautiful on the horizon behind us too. It's lovely. I love mountains out here. So good. Right? How did you and your boyfriend meet?
We met through a mutual friend because one of my friends moved down here.
Yeah.
And she's an extrovert. She likes to go out and meet people. I'm very introverted. I just stay home, go to work. I don't like to meet people. I'm just really awkward when it comes to meeting people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hung out with her and she's my best friend. Through her.
You're kind of like me. I don't talk to strangers at all. And yeah.
Yeah, I Uber every day, so my Ubers are
Quiet.
my
Yeah.
practice.
I don't talk to people, even in my Ubers. I'm kidding. You would come to work every day by Uber
Yeah, the bus doesn't really go.
all the way out here.
So,
Oh man, that's quite a commitment.
I also hate taking the bus because I have so much anxiety.
Oh, I see.
And it's easier because then my boyfriend can pick me and the dog up from daycare.
Yeah.
Bring me to the daycare.
Gotcha.
You're not having it.
I'm not sure I know very much what it's like to have social anxiety. How would you describe it?
Sorry?
I'm not sure what it's like to have social anxiety. How would you describe it?
It's kind of just like the feeling of being watched all the time and judged, and
It
even
doesn't
though,
feel safe then, eh?
no,
Okay.
it feels like you're unsafe all the time. But at the same time, I know that none of that's true. But
Yeah.
it's still just like
There.
it's just over. So it'll be the third
Third.
left.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, just the next one.
This next one right here?
Just up.
Oh, a little further up.
Sorry.
That's okay. No worries there. So further up this way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just where that yellow sign is.
I see it. I see it. Look at those mountains. So amazing. And look at the size of that warehouse though. Wow. That's insane, isn't it?
That's the one thing that I actually miss from Yukon is we don't have big buildings.
Like this.
It's very calm. Come here.
She knows what's coming.
I don't know if she's excited. I think she's just nervous. She had an okay time.
Yeah.
Just didn't hear.
In here, awesome.
She had an okay time.
Hmm.
Sit down. And then just
Not this way? Okay.
there.
Oh, sweet. Oh, at least they have space out here, right?
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Space.
Shayna, I very much enjoyed time with you.
Me too. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And I would not have known you had social anxiety.
It's a little bit weird, but
I don't think it's weird. My sister probably could relate with you that way. That's how I learned about that term. She says to me, Binyam, you have like no social anxiety, she says. I'm like, huh, I guess that's a thing. Okay.
must be nice.
Hi puppy. Hello. Oh, good to see you. Thank you.
You wait. You sit. You wait for me.
Should I hold it for you if you like? You good?
It'll be okay.
Yeah. Bye, Nova. Goodbye, pups.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thanks, Lily.
Hope to see you again, dear.
You too. Have a good day.
Thank you. Hi, friends. Good to see you all. I got kisses from a puppy. Hello, Ben Brady. Dragonfire. Anderson, my friend. Good to see you. Watching from snowy Canada. Truther, are you over in Ontario? Or, yeah, because I heard that's where they got hit really hard with a whole bunch of snow, right? Your dog just took a crap? No, he didn't. And even if she did, that's part of the job. We clean up, right? When people do their thing, we just do our thing. You're back, says Lexi. I'm back. Yay! Seemed like a great lady. Oh, she was lovely, yes. Young and, yeah, like she's really sweet. She's really sweet. I very much enjoyed her company. Okay, I'm gonna just take a moment and wipe down the back seat from all the dog hair, just so it's ready for the next Friday. So hang out with me for a second here while I jump in the back. Mission accomplished. Okay. That was a cute dog. I don't know if you guys got to see her a little bit when she was jumping to give me a kiss. And cute dog, no props. Very kind of you to allow the dog in the back seat. Maybe a sheet next time. The dog is there to avoid. That's a good idea, actually. So in the Uber app, they have what they call, like one of the options there is Uber Pet. Now, all drivers, by law, it's mandatory for us to, by law, it's mandatory for us to always accept service animals. Service animals by law, like we have to accommodate for because they're doing a job to help their owners. But if it's a pet, many Uber drivers don't want a pet in their vehicle because they don't want them jumping all over the seats or leaving a mess. And so it's an option you can select or deselect to do. And so Uber Pet is one of the options that Uber has in our app over here. And so I'm not sure if they pay any more, but it's just for those drivers who are open to driving people's pets, then it'll specifically summon those drivers. Yeah. Oh no, this is not a service dog. This is a pet. So if I pull up to pick someone up and they have an animal that they say it's a service pet, then we by law have to take that. This one here was just a pet, and so a driver could refuse to drive a pet that's just there, for pleasure. So that's why Uber has the Uber Pet option, and then it just summons drivers specifically who are okay with dogs or cats in their vehicle, per se. Yeah. Yeah, it was a sweet dog, a puppy too. Like it's kind of grown, but it's still small. This is quite the highway here. Wow. I'm like way on the outskirts of the city, but let me show you the road view that I have here. And way over in the corner or on the horizon, I don't know if you guys can see the mountains, but it's quite gorgeous. We got so much space out here. So much space. That chat you had with Indian mechanic was so cool, Vinu. Oh, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I'm glad you had a chance to watch it. It was... Yeah, I never get to know what we're going to talk about, but it often makes me so grateful when we do get a chance to connect on and talk about things that are essential, and it was hear what his aspect working towards them, and yeah, it's just that exchange where you can kind of acknowledge someone else's trajectory and what means a lot to them, A rare gift to engage with any person. Oh, you are gifted. You're right, you have a gift. Thank you. Hello, my dear Ian. Good to have you back in the chat. And thank you, Anders. I feel seen. I acknowledge it is a gift, to be able to... Here's the thing. There are rides that I get where it's just a quiet ride, and when it's just a quiet ride, I'm going to accommodate that for sure, I'm going to accommodate that ride, and not force them to have a conversation that they're not interested in having, so I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with giving them that kind of service where, I just let them enjoy it. But when the opportunity opens, and I get a chance to connect, it's just, I feel like I'm the one who is getting the gift, because here's a stranger who's willing to share something meaningful in their life with me and enable me to have a peek into what their world is like and what matters to them in this world. That's like a really sacred thing for me. And so, yeah, I'm so grateful when I do get that opportunity. Now, the one rider a few days back who said that I have an amazing social battery. That was another concept I'd never heard of before, but it kind of makes sense. And I was thinking about it, and yeah, I guess a lot of people would have limitations, right? On how much they can socialize. It seems like I have an extra dose of ability to engage at high energetic levels with people, talking and engaging at the level that I do. I could do it all day, I guess. And so I'm so grateful for that too, because I just get to enjoy so many experiences in the course of a day. By the way, I just turned around on the highway. You probably saw me just turn around because we got summoned back this way for another ride in just a minute here. So yeah. This ride is probably about 19 minutes ride. And we are approaching no coffee quite in your company. That's funny. I've never even enjoyed coffee myself personally. And I'm almost prone to defy the effects of caffeine on me. That's funny. Yeah, we'll see with this ride here that I'm about to pick up if they're open for conversation, and if they're not, friends, I'll just show you this beautiful road that we get to drive on, and I'll turn up some music so you guys can also enjoy that if you like. I'm quite comfortable I'm comfortable with silence. Silence is a very awkward feeling for many, and so they want the radio on or music on or something. For me, I've learned to grow accustomed to and to accommodate silence with a sense of making it normal, I guess. Yeah, it's not a big deal. When I have someone who prefers silence, I'm happy to acknowledge, and it's not awkward. And maybe it's also a chance to invite you guys into that same process too. Although, yeah, like I say, I'll most likely just give you guys the street view if it's one of those rides. Surely if the customer doesn't want to talk, you're still allowed to play music. Oh yeah, for sure. Unless they ask for music not to be played, then I'll acknowledge that too. Where are you going, bro? Okay, I'm about to pick up my Uber rider, and I don't know where we're going. We'll find out. I don't share that with you guys per se, but I'll find out though in the course of the ride. But I keep that part private just because it's someone's private agenda and business, and I want to acknowledge that. So yeah, here's my ride. Let me see if I can pronounce his name. Hey,
Hi.
How are you, man?
Great. What about you?
Welcome aboard. You must be Raghav.
Yeah.
I am Bintegers.
Oh, that's good.
Nice to meet you, man. Are you just finishing work?
Yeah.
Well done. It's a good time to finish. It's daytime still. You have a whole day before you. Amazing. You're finishing work early, which is...
There is no work to do, so I'm ready.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it's a short day.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Before we get too far, I just want you to know, in my Uber, I live stream. So
Oh.
don't share anything that you feel is personal or private for you, okay?
Okay.
I love talking with my riders, but again, I also want to accommodate your privacy as well. So just want you to know that.
That's okay.
Good. You have an amazing view here of the mountains, man. It's like so gorgeous. This is a very big warehouse. What do you guys do here?
It's a Sephora online contract factory.
Sorry, say it again.
It's a Sephora warehouse.
Oh, Sephora.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Back here, the Sephora outlet.
That's a big warehouse.
Yeah.
How many Sephoras do we have in Calgary?
I don't know about that.
Okay, I don't know either, but that's crazy, man.
Yeah. It's a third party store with your back door of Sephora.
Okay, I see. That's massive. So you know the Sephora product really well.
Not that much.
Not that much. When you have a short day like this, is it a good thing for you? Like, are you happy about it, or are you like,
It's kind of difficult
yeah?
because I have to get here by Uber.
Oh. And so it costs you money to come to work, and then they send you home early, and you're not making much money.
Yeah. That's kind of difficult.
That's frustrating. Does this happen often? Do they give you short days very often then?
No.
No, just once in a while.
Yeah.
I know at my other job when I was working there once upon a time, if I had a short day, Raghav, I would be so excited because all my days there were very long, very long. And I mean, I'm so happy for work, but when you have no time and you have to cancel personal plans, after a long time doing that, it gets hard, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of difficult.
Yeah. We call these first world problems, though. There's so much I feel grateful for in life, like to be alive, to have a country like this to be in. So I try to remind myself, remember what you're complaining about. How long has Canada been home for you?
From
How many years?
this year only. I'm
Oh,
around 8
only
months.
1 year, less than 1 year. Oh, amazing. Okay. You're very new here.
Yes, I'm a student.
You're a student as well?
Yeah.
And what do you study?
Administration professional.
Okay. In business.
Yes.
First year again.
Yes.
Is it
Second semester.
so you're studying and you're working
Yeah, as a partner.
a part-time? Working part-time, right? Okay. It still is challenging, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Because you have to manage 2 schedules.
No, I have college for only 2 days.
Okay.
Not more than that.
Gotcha. I've met many from your country who, when they come here, they say it's a new experience that is difficult because back home they said they have servants at home who cook and clean and do all
I
this.
used to do in the back home India too.
Oh, you same with you, eh? And
I
so,
used to work in.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
And so when they move here, all of a sudden they have to do everything, and that's a really difficult challenge for them to learn everything, I think.
It's maybe depend on the mentality too.
I see. That makes sense. And you moved here by yourself.
Yeah.
And you seem very young. I would probably say like 20-ish,
I'm 19.
19. You're still teens, right? So that's a big deal to move all the way across the world by yourself. Do you feel like you're growing with independence?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I'm learning new things by living alone.
absolutely. What would you say has been the biggest discovery about what you're learning about yourself?
How to spend the money,
Oh, yes.
how to save,
Yeah, that's not easy to figure out.
and even able to find new friends,
Yes.
and even the trust.
Yep.
We
Yep.
have to explore the trust.
Yes.
To whom we have to trust or to whom we do not have to trust.
So true. So, do you feel like you've grown up yet at 19 years old or not yet?
Not yet, because
yet.
I don't have proper work till now.
Because you don't have proper what?
Proper work.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm only earning and spending on the main stuff.
Yeah, I see. I hear you. Those are some big lessons you're learning, though. I appreciate them. That's good. I've heard some people say that they feel making friends in adulthood is very difficult.
Yes.
If that's your experience as well, eh? Okay. I've heard that also from many people who have grown up here and lived here all their life too. It's an
You get
interesting.
to know about a lot of things
Yeah,
being alone.
yeah. How helpful is it living amongst many others in your community though? Because there's lots of people here from your country too, right?
Yeah, it's kind of helping, but most of the time they may be used to bite on the back. Yeah, that's kind of difficult
Mm-hmm.
to trust on anyone
Gotcha. Yeah.
with whom we do not have early contacts.
Right. When I moved here, I was 8 years old. So very young.
Where are you from originally?
Ethiopia.
What?
Ethiopia.
Where it is?
In Africa.
Africa.
That's right, yeah. I've had many from your country asking if I'm from there too. So I guess I also look like you too. Yeah, no, I've been here for many, many years now. When I first moved here though, when I first moved here, how can I say it? It was difficult for me to connect and make friends at a young age. took me a few years to learn how to speak with and learn the culture, the customs. So it wasn't easy. And because of that, I've never forgotten. I always want to remember my experience once upon a time when I didn't have connection, you know? So that's why when I meet immigrants now, I'm very interested in their experience. To say, tell me what it's like, you know?
Yes, that's amazing. You got to know about new things.
Yeah, I would say in the last few decades since I've lived here, I've studied the culture very carefully, and now I have a gift to be able to communicate, to understand, to interact with almost anyone here in a way even that the locals may not have, you know? Because like you were saying, you were having trouble making connections and friendships and learning who to trust. Same thing with most here too. The previous rider I just had, she was sharing with me that she also feels that sense of fear. She does not know how to connect and make those friendships again too. So even people here, right? And so when I don't have that fear, I say I am very, very fortunate, you know, because I can connect wherever I want to, and that's a beautiful thing that I appreciate. By the way, look at, there's the city over there,
Yeah.
and then the mountains. Isn't that amazing? I love this view. It's just so panoramic.
My college is there in the downtown.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to Bow Valley.
No. At
Say it.
the
Oh,
Cottage College.
what's
There
it?
is a private campus called COT.
Oh, I did not know about this. Okay, where is it downtown?
It's in the West Cadbury Station,
Okay,
the 10th Street.
gotcha. And you said it's a 2-year program.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. So, when you keep in touch with your family back home, can they notice any changes in you as a person? Have they noticed
Not that
any?
much.
Not that much, okay. I'm very interested in wondering if you go home for a visit, if they'll recognize you. They will, you think? I'm sure they'll recognize you, but I mean, like now you have more courage,
Yeah.
you have more independence, you have more life skills.
Maybe a change in that.
Yeah, you're more independent that way. And so they'll say, wow, like, who are you? It's almost like they'll get to know you all over again. Would you share with me one of your happiest experiences since you've moved here in the last 8 months?
Here,
Yes.
I went to meet my friends and the family in Brampton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you took a, did you fly or drive?
Fly.
You flew there. Okay. That is pretty special. So it was one of your friends that you went with and to visit his family.
No, I went alone there.
You went alone there. And you met them there.
Yes.
See, like you're so independent already. It's almost like you don't have any fear of exploring and experiencing.
No, I love to be alone.
You
most
do.
of the time.
You do.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's why I don't make that with friends.
I see. I see. Yeah, me, I don't talk a lot, so. In my culture, they're very reserved and very quiet, and I'm not. So growing up, I had a lot of challenges.
But it's kind of interesting too.
How so?
To connect with the people with a good manner
Yeah.
and make them feel comfortable with you.
Ah.
That's a great thing.
If you find one of those people, please tell me. I want. Thank you. I hear the compliments. You're very kind. I may be a bit silly. I've worked with children for a very long time, and I think they are the ones. I blame the little kids. They taught me how to be silly, I say. So it's their fault, not my fault. Do you know what you would love to do for your work in the future, one day?
I want to be a graphic designer.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Have you started practicing already?
I have experience for 6
You
months.
do,
Work
eh?
in 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a certificate to prove that.
Okay. Would you consider doing jobs privately?
No, I want to open my own business.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to.
Tell me how you'd love to see all that happening. Doing your business here or back home?
No, maybe it may be an online business I want to start.
I understand.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
which can reach any persons.
Yeah, all over. A bigger marketplace
Yeah.
with no land. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's only a computer lab.
Right.
So you have to open a proper office for that.
Sure. Which part of the country are you from back home?
I'm from Punjab.
Punjab, so that's north.
Yeah, north.
Gotcha. I've heard so much about your country that I have a strong desire to come visit one day. I figure I'll give myself 3 or 4 days to travel all over India and get all the experiences. 3 or 4 days is enough, right?
No.
No, I know.
It's not enough.
4 months would not be enough, would it?
Yeah.
I know. No, but I definitely would love to come and experience.
Because there are lots of places you can visit.
Sure. There's a lot. I agree. I think one of the things I find very fascinating is how you have so many people in one place. So many people.
Yes.
And yet life goes on. Like life goes on despite different ideas, despite different convictions and beliefs and traditions, and people just still make life happen, right? I'm very fascinated. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have sister back home.
Back home. Is she younger? Younger? Elder? Gotcha. How many years between you and your sister?
I think it's 3 years.
3 years. Why did you choose to come here to Calgary specifically?
Because of work, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
you can say. Yeah.
I think it's like the best place to be. I'm often curious as to why here, but yeah. When I grew up, I was in BC.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I'm here, and I like being here. It's so nice to see the sun outside today. And in case you did not notice, it is far warmer now
Yes.
than a few days ago. This is your first time with snow then, eh?
Yes.
Tell me about that experience. Was that good?
Yeah. Till now it's very good.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing actually. Can I turn right here?
Yes.
My map wants me to go even further around, but I'm gonna blaze a new pathway here.
And take a right down here.
Right here? Right over here, okay. Right, Gav, I'm very happy we had a chance to chat. Thank you for sharing with me. I appreciate it.
You can drop me off here.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Go beside you.
I understand, okay.
Thank you.
You're
Nice
very
meeting you.
welcome. Nice to meet you too, brother. Have a good day. Good luck with your studies. Okay, we already have another call coming here, friends. So hang tight. Ian, thanks for managing the chat for me. I so appreciate that. And thank you, Louise, for the kind words. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, this is hopping. Oh my goodness, we're already at 50 minutes on this live stream. But I don't have time to start a new one, so we'll keep rolling. We'll keep it rolling. Here's my next destination here. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hi dear. I'm in no rush, take your time. Welcome. So, I'm gonna take a couple of guesses. You both look like sisters.
But we are not.
You are not. Oh my. Not mom and daughter.
No, we're friends.
Sisters, friends.
We are best friends.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn you were sisters. Oh my goodness. I just want to mention a couple of quick things before we get too far. In my Uber, I live stream. So I live stream. I just wanted you to be aware so you don't say anything that you're like wanting private. I'm only on the camera, but you guys are not. But I just wanted you to be aware of that. And two, one of you is Amanpreet. I'm guessing that's you. And may I learn your name behind me?
Sorry.
What's your
Herman.
name? Herman.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is the first time anyone's ever thought you were sisters, right? First time.
Everyone think about that we're sisters.
Oh my goodness. In this country, we say a term doppelganger. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
So doppelganger is when you meet someone who reminds you exactly of another person.
Okay.
But in this case, you're both together right here. So very, very, very unusual. Welcome to a sunny Tuesday, by the way.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's good.
I love it too. Later, I'm gonna go to the beach and suntan a little bit. I'm kidding, of course. That's not gonna happen, but nonetheless. I'm just grateful I did not go to the car wash this weekend to wash my car, only to have it get dirty all over again, right? What are your plans this afternoon?
Sorry.
What are your plans this afternoon?
Nothing.
Nothing. It is such a pleasure to have nothing on your plans. Do you know why? Because it means you have time for nothing. Isn't that great? Sometimes people are so busy doing everything at once. I'm one of those people. So when I hear someone who has nothing on their plans, I try to feel happy for you. I didn't realize you guys had such a beautiful view of the mountains from here in the Northeast. I think it's so gorgeous. in your home country, do they have this much sky there? Meaning, like, can you see this much sky from where you can't? So it's it's fairly open then, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I grew up in BC, and the mountains are like right here, and we can't see all of this like this. That's why when I'm out here, I just keep being amazed at how much sky there is here.
Speed and red light camera in 400 meters. Speed limit is 70 kilometers per hour.
There we are, ladies. Enjoy your afternoon. You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too, dear. Hi, friends. Yeah, it was so Christmassy and cozy seeing the snow. I think people here just love to see the snow for Christmas, and then after that it can go. Kind of looks so different, you say. Interesting. I can tell that's a mall. Yeah, this is like one of our outlet malls here. It's massive. This is one of our biggest ones. It's like massive inside, and all the stores are like supersized, kind of basically. It seems like at least the ones in sprawling areas. That's true, Ian. Different than the States. I guess I imagine it is different from the States. Yeah, that was quite a ride. Sometimes which I also want to accommodate. Oh, I'm back again. The ladies didn't want to engage in. Oh, yeah, Anderson I was just saying, I think they were just really shy. They were super shy, and they and I didn't want to push that, right? I wanted to acknowledge where they are, and it just seemed, oh, we're back. I'm back. Yeah, we lagged out a little bit. I think I'm good now. So yeah, I think they're just shy, and I just also wanted to give them that space, because sometimes, I mean, they're really nice, but they also just, yeah, maybe they just don't feel competent, and the encouragements that I'm throwing aren't catching, so that's all right. So in that case, I also, like I was saying beforehand, I'm okay with silence, and I'm happy to share in silence and not obligate them that way. There were some things, that's how I am on Uber rides. I'm shy too, says Glizzy. That totally makes sense. Yeah, there's quite a few differences people have, right? And I can tell that you guys were enjoying the music as well, which I'm glad. I curate my music very specifically. I like this kind of music where when it's playing in the background, I like thinking to it. It's pleasant. It gets my imagination going, and I can also, with this kind of music, also have conversations, for example. So maybe they were shy? Yes, definitely so. I think they were definitely shy, yeah. They were definitely shy in a way that, again, if I kept on pressing, I'd probably make them feel more discomfort. So yeah, I sensed I'll just also offer them a quiet trip. But I also like giving the indication that I'm open to connecting and conversing, but it's not mandatory, right? So yeah, I'm driving into the sunshine now. Oh, the music platform I use, that's a good question, Ian, is Artlist. Artlist is one I use. So I paid a really, no, is that right? Artlist, yes, it is Artlist, yeah. So I use Artlist. Artlist is one amongst others. There's other ones that you can also pay to use, like I do for Artlist. And I like this one here just because once I pay for the subscription for a year, which is quite expensive, then I can download any of the songs, and now it's mine for life. Whereas with other ones, sunglasses, you know what? I don't wear sunglasses, and I'll tell you why. Yes, the ads are definitely on YouTube, Ian. I don't wear sunglasses because if I can't see a person's eyes, I can't recognize them. So it's a very interesting thing for me with sunglasses. I usually like seeing eyes, so as a result, I just don't wear sunglasses. Like I used to going without sunglasses in life. But back to Artlist. Artlist I like because once you buy the membership, you can download any of their songs, and you basically own those songs for life, and they're committed to being copyright free for life. So it's the kind of music that I like playing on live streams and on my videos, so I don't get copyrighted. So when you get copyrighted by YouTube, and they're really on top of that, you can't monetize basically, right? So The other ones, I think you have to pay for the subscription, and then you have to keep subscribing to have access to those songs, from what I understood. It might have changed by now, but yeah, Artlist is just the one that I really enjoy. So this is a playlist I downloaded from there. So I listen to a whole bunch of their songs, and then I favorite the ones that I want to keep, and then I download those ones, and those are the ones I have playing in the background. And I keep on listening to new music of theirs that I think I'll enjoy that'll fit this. And then I add those on as well. So yeah, that's where the music comes from. And it's really nice, isn't it? It's like well done. The quality is great. It's creative. It is I don't hear it being played everywhere else. And there may be some others who use the same songs, maybe for like commercials or things like that. But it's rare to find that crossover. It definitely seems to be working well, Ian. You're right. Yeah. Whew. That was good. You like people being able to see your eyes? I understand. Yep, that's right, Anderson. If I can't, like if someone's wearing sunglasses, I most likely will not recognize them. Something about the eyes, that's the recognition point for me. If I can't see a person's eyes because they're behind sunglasses, I just might pass them by because I don't recognize them, which sounds crazy, but there it is. Yeah. So that's why I value seeing eyes. And so when I'm meeting someone for the first time, Anderson, and if they're wearing sunglasses, I'll actually ask them saying, hey, for me to recognize you in the future, would you just mind removing your sunglasses so I can see your eyes? Because that's how I recognize people. And so they're usually gracious enough to do so. Yeah. But it's very bright out here today, which is lovely. Oh, it's been a while since we have had a warm day like this. Ian, over in Ontario, is it still cold? And Anderson, would you remind me where you live? I totally forget. I think you mentioned it earlier, but I want to say Texas, but I'm not sure. How do you always keep a fresh haircut? I cut my hair every maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then let it grow for that long, and then I just buzz it all off again. So it's very simple. I forgot what the sun looked like, says Anderson. UK, that's right, okay. Do you cut it yourself? I do cut it myself, Lizzie, yes. Warm it up a bit. It's about -1. Oh, that's good, okay. So, are you seeing some melting on your end? Was the snow that fell like wet snow or dry snow? In London or UK, I remember now, yes. Huh. I would say, Anderson, there's a lot of people here who love the accent of those in the UK, but my curiosity is, what's your favorite accent? I would love to, for sure. I have a friend right now who is actually, he was in London, and then he went off to Paris for a couple of days, and I just met him actually in my Uber like a few weeks back, and he was he was really cool. I'm trying to remember his handle. His handle is, let me see if I can find it on here. His handle, he's a model, you see. So, let's see if we can pull that up here on the other phone. There it is. Okay, it's max.falzone, Falzon, max.falzone, and he's we had a really neat ride together, and he was telling me that he is an aspiring model, and he wants to basically what he wants to do is he wants to use his platform to bring awareness to those who have body image struggles, I believe. And so yeah, it was a really inspiring conversation. remaining a little, melting a little, but the temperature will drop back to -5 in a couple hours, and then probably freezing will happen, I'm sure, right? I think American accent is quite cool. Cool. I have family from Scotland, says Ian. Jamaicans usually have the best accent. That's awesome, Lizzie. They do have a pretty cool accent, don't they? It's very relaxed, man. Not in Scotland. Okay. Anderson does not have anyone in Scotland. I really do enjoy listening to diverse blends of accents that people have and communicate. It's pretty cool. Excuse me. Jamaicans do have a cool accent. I agree. Now, here are some accents that I find really similar. The Australian and the New Zealand accent are so similar. I don't know if I can tell the difference between those two. The Irish and the Scottish accents, I also have great difficulty differentiating. And the Quebec, here in Canada, Quebec is our French province. The French they speak there and the French they speak in Paris or in France is so close for my ears, and I can't tell the difference. So yeah. And then South Africans, their accents can also almost be mistaken for like UK, I think, right? Yeah, those are a handful of accents that I struggle trying to figure out which one is which. It is currently 12:30, and I'm just wondering if I want to go do my blood donation right now or not. I can see why you have difficulty identifying the Scottish and Irish accent apart. Lots of people do. I agree, yeah. Americans from Minnesota sound like Canadians. That's awesome. Yeah, there's even here in Canada there is differences between here in Canada there's definitely differences between the East and the West. Different sounds along the way there. Alright, it's just a bit of a lull here in the schedule for me, so I'm thinking I might quickly just run in and do a quick errand at the I donate plasma, so I might just quickly duck in and do that for like an hour and a half here, and then come back in an hour and a half and see if it's a little bit busier then. I find I'm able to identify the different accents of the British Isles, including by city. That's amazing, Ian. There's a difference between the Edinburgh accent and the Glaswegian accent, but both Scottish. Scousers sound different than people in London. Interesting. Man, that is quite a skill, brother. I do not have that skill, but I admire those who do, because I don't. Any last thoughts to share, guys, before I bring this extended live stream to an end for the time being? This is kind of fun, by the way, isn't it? Getting to hang out like this. I'm grateful you guys have a context in which you can hang out, because I really do appreciate your company, and I imagine a lot of people have to sort of rely on the replays because they can't actually be here. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you, Anderson. Appreciate it. I'll be back. Yes, I'll be back in about an hour and a half. Give me a couple hours, just in case. Yeah. And then yeah. I'll be back on the live stream. I'm just gonna go and do a plasma donation here quickly while I have a couple of moments. I'd rather not do it later. I'll do it now while I can. The perks of this job is you can kind of move things around and still plan your blocks well. Yes, I'll be back. Okay. Alright guys, I'll see you soon.